Hello, my name is John Koenig, and today I'm going to be talking to you about the importance of reading and how it can impact you as a person. So, reading is a key part in every society, every culture, every nation, and just every person who reads. Thomas Jefferson himself famously said, I cannot live without books. He, like many other successful individuals, have their foundation of success in reading, writing, literature, and the such. But there are three key ways reading can impact anyone. One of them is intellectual capacity. So, from reading, you become more of an intellect, more smarter, uh, more educated. Next is health benefits. What many people don't know is how healthy reading can make you. It can impact you socially, physically, mentally, emotionally, and make you healthier and happier. And thirdly, character. So, reading really builds one's character. It begins to build their traits, who they are, and it really comprises them. Before we delve into those points, I want to talk about reading statistics. So, um, these statistics are based on age groups reading at least one book a year, and that's seen highest in the 18 to 29-year-old range. That's because this young group is uh, they are younger, they're more motivated and willing, but also because of school, so it's a little skewed that they have to read books for projects. But after that, we see a steady decline, and only 68% of the 65 plus age range read one book a year. So that just shows as America begins to age, we read less and less, and as we stray away from education, we read less and less. And that's surprising given that the world literacy is at an all time high. Because of these opportunities which we are taking for granted. So the first point is intellectual capacity, being smart and educated. A very obvious way reading helps you is through enhancing your vocabulary. When you read, you see sentences or words or how words are used that don't make sense. So you go out and you research or discover how it's properly functioning. So once you define a word or define why a word is like this or a sentence or a structure is like this, um, then your brain retains that information more and you're able to transmit it to real life and use these words and structures, enhancing your vocabulary and literary structures. Next is increased brain power. Psychology Today found that even reading a couple pages a day allows for your brain activity to go up um, quite numerously over the next couple of days. So it's really significant that one day can change your brain for the next couple. So imagine reading once a month, once a week, once a day. Reading really does impact your brain power, and it does transmit to real life, and makes you all the more smarter and capable as an intellect. And then finally is advanced cognition, which is knowledge and awareness. So as you're focused and aware of what's going on in the book, your brain is able to know what that experience is like and transmit it to real life. So as events and people unfold in your own life, your brain recognizes this from the book and transmits it. So that's really interesting, the neurological effects of reading. But now are the health benefits. So, reading is primarily neurological, affecting your brain. And, with old age comes, a mental decline. You're not as mentally capable as you were when you were young. But what brain power does, as previously mentioned, is keep your brain rolling and moving and, healthier and younger in a sense. And, compared to non readers, readers are less likely to be diagnosed with Alzheimer's and dementia and other neurological diseases because their brain is so capable of functioning and usage. Next is a University of Suffolk find that reading can reduce up to 68% of stress levels. We live in a world where work, school, education, relationships, connections, and all sorts contribute to high stress levels. particularly in this country. So by sitting down, reading a good book, absorbing information, and relaxing, you're able to reduce your stress significantly, just to make you a happier person every day. Next is it keeps us off our phones. So phones and other technology create an artificial social connection for us, which doesn't really register with us too well in the social health aspect. So when you read, you're able to connect with stories and people more, and you can transmit this to real life. You can build strong relationships with people in real life because you learned how to do it in your book. And last but not least is character. Character is such a significant part in reading. It really builds people up. So the first part of character is that, according to the Harvard Business Review, you're able to strengthen your emotions from reading. So there are emotions that we really can't develop unless we've experienced them ourselves. And Harvard really points out empathy for reading, because as we see events unfold in stories and with people and different people in books, we are able to empathize more with them. So when these events happen in real life, we really have some sort of root and connection with that particular emotion. As they highlighted empathy, it's really hard to be empathetic unless you've experienced something someone else has. So with books, you're more likely to share in that empathy and comfort loved ones. Next is you're able to distance yourself from social media and technology, as previously mentioned. But from that, reading can really allow you to build more connections with people, real life connections, and impacts you all the more. And readers are leaders. So President Harry Truman famously said, "All leaders are readers, but not all readers are leaders." This is because also, according to Harvard, leaders are more articulate, they can communicate better, and they can make more lasting impacts and develop leadership traits. So there are a lot of books in the world that contribute to culture, societies, and one of them is Art of War, which is a famous Chinese book written by Sun Tzu, and it really develops such traits such as that. It makes you a better person, a character. These sorts of books really do that. So to sum up, reading can impact you for the better, it can make you smarter, it can make you healthier, and it can make you a better person. Thank you.